On behalf of the governing board of APD, I want to thank all of you for joining us and wish each one of you a very happy Independence Day. Independence, to give a person with disability a measure of independence, is at the core of what we do every day at APD. Disability is, in most cases, a lifelong affliction. And even today, 73 years after our country gained independence, there are many of our citizens with disability who are chained to and dependent upon for life on their caregivers, denied access to public transport, public spaces, and even access to basic health care. You may be interested to know that the correlation between disability and poverty, illiteracy, poor maternal health, and inaccessibility to health care is very high. But there is good news. 61 years ago, our founder, N.S. Hema, then a young girl with disability herself, set out to demonstrate that with just a little help, if given just a small opportunity, people with disability can gain back a sense of independence, self-worth, and dignity. And it is that opportunity, that chance at a better life that your giving has enabled us to provide to tens of thousands of citizens with disability who languish without hope, even as we celebrate our freedoms today. Opportunity. As we look back on our lives, that is often the very essence of why we have been privileged in life. Someone, often our parents or grandparents, gave us opportunity to be healthy, to have food on the table, to study, and to different degrees we took advantage of it. Today, we will share with you stories of courage and determination that will demonstrate to you that with just a little help, a small opportunity, even those who feel their lives are hopeless can find purpose, hope, and happiness. After all, isn't that what we all pursue in life? Happiness. Dr. Elizabeth Dunn is a professor actually at the Department of Psychology in the University of British Columbia. And Dr. Dunn's research is focused on how time, money, and technology shape human happiness. She's the co-author of Happy Money, a book that she's written, The Science of Happier Spending. Her findings validate what we've always kind of known. Material things, the new phone, a new car, give us maybe momentary happiness, but that happiness wanes rapidly. Experiences provide far more lasting memories. But giving, especially when it's combined with a chance to see its impact, provides the most happiness. Our attempt today is to give you an opportunity to experience that joy that you have been able to give to people with disability. This is a difficult period for NGOs. A lot of money has been diverted to PM Cares, while continuing needs have been starved of funds. And next year will be even harder as CSR budgets will inevitably shrink. It is the generosity of people like you that our beneficiaries will depend on. Thank you for your giving. You can't imagine how important it is. It is so much more important than you imagine. And that is irrespective of the amount you give. Every rupee really makes a big difference and will matter even more in this year and the next. I hope that by the end of this hour, you will know a lot more about our work, but more importantly, you will know that every rupee you give is working hard to give someone, often in the poorest families, in the remotest parts of our state, a chance to find dignity, hope, and independence. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Jacob, for the insight update to us. I now request Janat to have a presentation on the program what are the programs we have PDs often, what kind of impact it is creating to the beneficiaries. So then we'll go through the presentation followed by some of the views. Another you can start then.
It will go in a different way. Naveen, could you go? So keeping HEMA vision, so equality, dignity, and justice to people with disabilities is a wonderful vision we have to address the people with disability needs in the state of Karnataka. Whoever they can come over here and get the service. Even have a wonderful mission to create the ecosystem for people with disability, and keeping the values we need to reach the people with services to them. Next.
Janardhan, the slide is up, Janardhan.
Not hearing.
I think another is some sort of issue. So I have requested Dr. Senthil. Senthil, can go ahead.
Yeah. So, good afternoon, everyone. Good morning, everyone. So, the awards what we received in the last year is we received an Aspire Award, an NCPDP Award, and CSI catalyzing social impact as an impact catalyst, and the NIMANS gave us a best CBR model award last year, and we also got an award from Catalyst Management Services on scaling up our organizational strategies as well as reach. So in Karnataka, we have been spread across Karnataka. However, our major focus is in the 14 districts of North Karnataka. We usually call it as Kalyana Karnataka districts, because as we know that it is the most backward districts which actually have a lot of need over there. So what is the uniqueness about APD's approach? We call it as life cycle approach. The reason is that we have programs which has been lined up, like our early intervention program starts with 0 to 6 years for children with developmental delays, and our educational program which starts with 0 to 18 years for children who are at school going age, and our livelihood program focuses on youth with a disability, particularly age between 18 to 35, where we have different kind of an vocational training programs for them. And other unique flagship program is spinal cord injury rehabilitation for people with above 18 years and above. And we have also multidisciplinary rehab team in place with the physiotherapy, occupational therapy, and speech therapy in place. And we have an 35 years old history of making assistive and adaptive devices for people with through assistive and adaptive technology unit. and we also have a policy advocacy and collaboration unit. So we call it a life cycle approach. As I mentioned, early intervention unit is, started since 2018. It is a service where actually we promote age-appropriate development in children with disabilities between the age of 0 to 8 years, like cerebral palsy, autism, and so on. So far, we have impacted 18,500 children with different stakeholders in place. And our second program, as I mentioned, is inclusive education. We have different models where we have our own school in the campus called Sadanjali Integrated School. And we also have schools like model school, community schools, and build, operate, and transfer model. So far in this program, we have impacted 25,000 plus children. Our unique approach here is that we have an individual educational plan, an individual rehabilitation plan for children who are in this project. Next slide, please. As I mentioned, our livelihood is since 1960, and we gain employment for youth with a disability from poor and marginalized families. So far, we have impacted 20,000 plus youth with disabilities, and we have placed 16,700 people who have been placed in different jobs. And we have different models like employment-led training and also rural livelihood and entrepreneur models in livelihood program. Next slide, please. So we have established our Institute of Disability Rehabilitation Research in the last strategic year. Previously, it was known as Center for Disability Management. And it is an academic wing of APD where we create human resources for disability sector. And also we give them livelihood opportunities to fill up the gap on human resource in the last mile. So far, we impacted 10,000 students from this program. Next slide, please. As I mentioned, our spinal cord injury program is our unique flagship program, which has started in 2001 with a social model, and currently we are actually doing a comprehensive model in this particular project. So far, we have we have moved from 17 to 23 beds with our own capacity, and other than that, we also have partners which in different places of Karnataka, whereby currently we have 55 bed facilities in this program. Other than inpatient services, we also have community-based services like camp-based models and home-based models in this. So almost 6,000 people with spinal cord injury impacted so far. In a yearly basis, we are impacting 1,500 people with spinal cord injury beneficiaries in this program. Next slide, please. Yeah. Unit, which is a policy advocacy, government interface, and strategic partnership. APD has been nominated recently as a state nodal organization under National Trust Program. As we all know that National Trust Program runs all the programs which is particularly meant for autism and cerebral palsy, and we also have a national visibility and presence in national level institutions through consultation. And we also have a unit called Disability Law Unit, which is functionally addressing 8 different cases. And this particular Disability Law Unit focuses on southern India. And we also have implemented this kind of a partnership with the different partnership models like strategic partnership government, strategic partnership technical, and strategic funding. So one of the major role of this collaboration unit is to take accountability of 5% budget utilization, which has been happening through across different government programs. Next slide, please. CMHP is one of the unique programs because you see that in Davanagere as well as in Gulbarga, we have actually doing mental illness reach in the last mile. We have collaborated with NIMANS for this particular program, and it has actually again a comprehensive model to address the needs of mental illness in the last mile. So far, we have given 20 lakh worth of free psychiatric medicines at the last mile with the help of district mental health program as well as with the help of NIMANS. And we also actually have collaboration with ICMR, which is actually impacting a Davanagere district program. Next slide, please. As I mentioned, we also have a multidisciplinary therapy unit where we have physiotherapy, occupational therapy, and speech therapy practices. We also have recently started a diagnostic unit which has got audiometry and BERA test, whereby we could able to diagnose even a child with a newborn child. We can diagnose whether the child could able to hear or not. And not only that, we signed an MOU with Siemens to procure hearing aids at a 50% discount price. And as I mentioned that our AAT unit, which is an assistive and adaptive technology unit, which actually has been started 35 years ago. The unique model of this is that we follow the WHO protocol for customizing the products to the last mile. Next slide, please. Our horticulture training unit, which is actually continuing Ms. Hema's dream of horticulture therapy for PWDs, we see that we consider this not only a training unit but also a kind of a recreational activity for people with a disability. And we have different centers which is in JBN as well as in Kelasanalli campus. We enhance focus on variety of special products in terms of various nursery offerings. Yeah, this is a picture which demonstrates that. Yeah, we also started a disability school awareness program because we believe that the future citizens should be sensitized more about disability. So far, 4,499 students and 341 teachers from various schools has been sensitized on disability to understand the needs of children with disabilities in the schools, as well as to create peer role models in schools. So this program is actually taken a good shape where we could able to sensitize the youth to understand more about disability sector. Next slide, please. So these are some of the clippings which actually we have been doing. So we sensitize the student to understand that what are the challenges people with a disability are facing. So that's what you could see here. One is the sign language and other things. Yeah.
Thank you, Dr. Senthil, for Janardhan. We play some videos. Sima, over to you.
So thank you, Nagina. The uniqueness of APD's approach, APD's life cycle approach, and the ecosystem, enabling ecosystem will be visible in the next 5 videos that we are going to share. These videos have voices from the field, testimonies of service recipients who have very generously given us permission to share their stories with you. These testimonies are also testimonies of how your support, your donations have helped change lives of people. So I will go according to the life cycle approach itself. So first video is of our early intervention program. This video has the APD therapist Vijay Lakshmi providing services to 5-year-old Pratik and simultaneously training the Pratik's mother into how to take care of her son. So now we'll share the screen and the video.
Hello. 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 Exercise
Okay, the next video is of Hema's Dream School, the Shraddhanjali Integrated School. You can see how it is today. And we're sharing about a student Anupriya and her father Senthil Kumar. So we'll show the next video now.
ಹೆಸರು ಸೆಂದಿಲ್ ಕುಮಾರ್ ಅಂತ. ನಾನು ಆಟೋ ಓಡಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ನನ್ನ 2 ಮಕ್ಕಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ನನ್ನ ಫ್ಯಾಮಿಲಿನೇ ಎಲ್ಲ ಸಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದು. ನನ್ನ ತಂದೆ ತಾಯಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಅಣ್ಣ ಎಲ್ಲ ಸಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದು. ಅವರೇ ಎಲ್ಲ ನೋಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದು. ನಾನು ಒಂದೇ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಫ್ಯಾಮಿಲಿ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ಗ್ರೌಂಡೇ ಸಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದು. ನಮ್ಮ ಮಾವ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು ಈ ಥರ ಸ್ಕೂಲ್ ಐತೆ ಅಂತ, APD ಸ್ಕೂಲ್ ಐತೆ ಅಂತ. ನಾನು ನಮ್ಮ ಫ್ಯಾಮಿಲಿ ಬಂದು ನೋಡಿದ್ವಿ. ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಸ್ಕೂಲು. ನನ್ನ ಮಕ್ಕಳನ್ನ ಕರ್ಕೊಂಡು ಬಂದು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ತೋರಿಸ್ತೀವಿ. ಆವಾಗ ಇಂಟರ್ವ್ಯೂ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು. ಇಂಟರ್ವ್ಯೂ ಮಾಡಿ ಮಂಜುನಾಥ್ ಸರ್ ಅಂತ ಮುಂಚೆ ಇದ್ರು, ಅವರು ಇಂಟರ್ವ್ಯೂ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು. ಇಂಟರ್ವ್ಯೂ ಮಾಡಿ ಓಕೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಟ್ರು. ಒಬ್ಬರನ್ನ CSC ಹಾಕ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಒಬ್ಬರನ್ನ ನರ್ಸರಿ ಹಾಕ್ತಿದ್ರು. ಎಜುಕೇಶನ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. 2 ಜನನು ಖರಾಬ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಸಿಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ.
The next in this series, and going by the life cycle approach also, is a video on the livelihood program. This is a testimony of 2 brave, courageous girls who have locomotor disability, but a little support from APD and its partner organizations that are doing the livelihood trainings have given them so much of independence and dreams. Just watch this video.
ನನ್ನ ಹೆಸರು ಗೌರಮ್ಮ ಅಂತ. ನನ್ನ ವಯಸ್ಸು 20 ವರ್ಷ. ಶಿಕ್ಷಣ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ PUC FM ದವಾಳಿ ಕಾಲೇಜಲ್ಲಿ ಮುಗಿಸಿದ್ದೇನೆ. ನನ್ನ ಕಾಲೇಜ್ ಮುಗಿದ ಮೇಲೆ ನಾನು ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಖಾಲಿ ಇರ್ತಿದ್ದೆ. ಅವಾಗ ನನಗೆ ಅಕ್ಕ ಸರ್ ಅಂತ ಪರಿಚಯ ಆದ್ರು. ಅವರು ದಿನಬಂಧು ಸಂಸ್ಥೆ APDಯಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ ತರಬೇತಿಯನ್ನು ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಟ್ರು, ಯಾವ ತರ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ. ನಾನು ಆಮೇಲೆ ಆ ತರಬೇತಿಗೆ ಸೇರ್ಕೊಂಡೆ. ಆ ತರಬೇತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಸಾಫ್ಟ್ ಸ್ಕಿಲ್ಸು, ಲೈಫ್ ಸ್ಕಿಲ್ಸು, ಆಮೇಲೆ MS ಆಫೀಸ್ ವರ್ಡು, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟರ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಬೇಸಿಕ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಲಿತೆ. ಆನಂತರ ನನಗೆ ತರಬೇತಿ ಆದ ನಂತರ ನನಗೆ ಒಂದು ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಕೆಲಸವನ್ನು ಹುಡುಕಿಕೊಟ್ರು. ಆ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಇವಾಗ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ನಾನು ತಿಂಗಳಿಗೆ 5,000 ಸಂಬಳವನ್ನು ತಗೊಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ನನ್ನ ಒಂದು ಗುರಿ ಇತ್ತು ಲಾಯರ್ ಆಗ್ಬೇಕಂತ. ಗುರಿ ಇತ್ತು. ಇವಾಗ ನನಗೆ ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಬಡತನ ಇರೋದ ಕಾರಣ ಅದನ್ನು ಕಲಿಯೋಕ್ಕಾಗಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಅದ್ರ ಸಲುವಾಗಿ ಇವಾಗ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಕೆಲ್ಸಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ತಿಂಗಳಿಗೆ 5,000 ಪಗಾರಿಗೆ. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು.
No volume.
Next video is of Kamakshi. Kamakshi is a homemaker, but a freak accident. She fell by bike and has had spinal cord injury. And she reached APD's spinal cord injury program center in JBN, and see how this support has changed her life and given her courage to go all over again.
ನಂದು ಸ್ಪೈನಲ್ ಕಾರ್ಡ್ ಇಂಜುರಿ 1 ವರ್ಷ ಆಗಿ. ನಾನು ಅಕ್ಕನ ಮನೆ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಬೈಕಲ್ಲಿ ಜಂಪ್ ಆಗಿ ಈ ತರ ಇಂಜುರಿ ಆಯ್ತು. ಮತ್ತೆ ಅದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಬೆಡ್ ಸೋರ್ ಆಯ್ತು, ಅದು ಸರ್ಜರಿ ಆಯ್ತು. ಜನಪ್ರಿಯ ಹಾಸ್ಪಿಟಲ್ ಹಾಸನಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಪೈನಲ್ ಇಂಜುರಿ ಆಪರೇಷನ್ ಆಯ್ತು. ಮತ್ತೆ ಬೆಡ್ ಸೋರ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಆಗಿ ತುಂಬಾ ಹಿಂಸೆ ಪಟ್ಟೆ. ಮತ್ತೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ಬೆಡ್ ಸೋರ್ಗೆ ಸರ್ಜರಿ ಆಯ್ತು. ಅದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಗಡಿಯಿಂದ ಮನೆಗೆ ವಿಸಿಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು. ಅಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಇಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಬಂದು 3 months ಆಯ್ತು. ಇವಾಗ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಟ್ರೀಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ತಗೋತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ ಫಿಸಿಯೋಥೆರಪಿ. ನಮ್ದು ಚಂದ್ರಾಯಪಟ್ಟಣ ಹಾಸನ ಹತ್ರ. ಎಲ್ಲ ಹಸ್ಬೆಂಡೇ ನೋಡ್ಕೊಂತ ಇದ್ರೆ ಇಂಡಿಪೆಂಡೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಇಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಬಂದು ಇಂಡಿಪೆಂಡೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದೀನಿ, ಒಬ್ಳೇ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ಮೋಟಿವೇಶನ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಮನೇಲಿ ನಾನು ಬದುಕ್ಲೇಬಾರ್ದು, ಸತ್ತೋಗ್ಬಿಡ್ಬೇಕು, ಏನಕ್ಕೆ ಬದುಕ್ಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನೋ ತರ ಹೊರಗೆ ಬರ್ತಿರ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ ಮನೆಯಿಂದ, ಒಳಗೆ ಇರ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಬಂದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಬದುಕ್ಬೇಕು, ಮಕ್ಳಿಗೆ ನೋಡ್ಕೊಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಒಂದು ಆಸೆ ಇದೆ.
What language is it?
Kannada, ma'am. APD, I just want to listen to it. I don't know, I can't participate, I don't know why.
ತುಂಬಾ ಖುಷಿಯಾಗಿದೆ. ಮನೇಲಿ ಅಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ನೋಡ್ಕೊಂತಾರೆ, ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಟ್ರೀಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಥೆರಪಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದ್ದೀನಿ, ಇಂಡಿಪೆಂಡೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಮೈನ್ ಮನೇಲಿ ಒಬ್ರು ಇರ್ಲೇಬೇಕಿತ್ತು ಎಲ್ಲಕ್ಕೂ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ನಾನೇ ನನ್ನ ಕೆಲಸ ನಾನು ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂತೀನಿ. ಈಗ ನಾನು ಬದುಕ್ಬೇಕು, ನನ್ನ ಕೆಲಸ ನಾನು ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಬೋದು ಅನ್ನೋ ಧೈರ್ಯ ಐತೆ ನನಗೆ. ನನ್ನ ಇದಾಗಿ ಇದೇ ಹೇಳಿದೆ ಮೇಡಮ್, ನಾನು ತುಂಬಾ ಬೇಜಾರಲ್ಲಿ ಸಾಯ್ಲೇಬೇಕು, ಇರ್ಲೇಬಾರ್ದಂತ 2 times ಸೂಸೈಡ್ ಅಟೆಂಪ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ ಮನೇಲಿ ಇದ್ದಾಗ. ಇಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಬಂದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಬದುಕ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಆಗ್ತದೆ.
The last video that we are going to share is of Sudha. Sudha works in APD Lingarajpuram campus in the assistive and adaptive technology unit. And you watch it, you will know what independence and dignity means.
ಗೊತ್ತಿರ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಅಪ್ಪ ಅಮ್ಮ ಇಬ್ರು ನೋಡ್ಕೊತಾ ಇದ್ರು ಫಸ್ಟ್. ಸ್ಕೂಲಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾತ್ರ ಒಂಥರ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಿದ್ದು. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಬಸವ ಸರ್ ಬಂದು ಇಬ್ಬಮ್ಮ ಏನಾದ್ರು ನೋಡೋಣ, ನಿಮ್ಮಿಂದ ಆಗೋ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡು ಹೋಗು ಅಂತ 2-3 ಸತಿ ಅಮ್ಮ ಕರ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ರು. ಆಮೇಲೆ ನಾನು ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ಸಮಸ್ಯೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ನನಗೆ ತುಂಬಾ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದು ಸೋಷಿಯಲ್ ವರ್ಕರ್ಸ್ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ನಮ್ಮಿಂದ ನಿಂತ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ ತುಂಬಾ ಹೊತ್ತು. ಬಸ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ಎಬ್ಬಿಸ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಕೂತ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಕ್ಕೆ ನಮ್ದೇ ಇದು ಸೀಟು ನಾವು ಕೇಳಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ. ಪಬ್ಲಿಕ್ ಗೌರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ಗೆಲ್ಲ ದಯವಿಟ್ಟು ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ, ನಮ್ಮಂಥವ್ರನ್ನ ಒಂಥರ ಕೀಳ್ ಮಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ ಸರಿ ಸಮಾನವಾಗಿ ನೋಡಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ತೀವಿ.
So these were the stories, the testimonies of the impact that your help is making, and of course the courage of people who have been in the stories, and there are many others like that. So that was the part about APD's work in general. These months, these days have been difficult for everyone because of Corona. So now I invite Dr. Senthil to tell us how APD has been faring during COVID.
Thank you, Seema. So good morning, everyone. As countries are affected by coronavirus, we have been told to self-isolate for a very long time in India and elsewhere. However, we are fortunate and blessed that we have the necessary tool to combat this pandemic. When you look on the other hand, it is a well-known fact that social isolation among children with special needs and people with a disability is becoming a very serious public health concern and a challenge. And restricted mobility during this lockdown periods could further lead to health problems such as immobility syndrome. And immobility syndrome, particularly in children, elders, as well as severe disabled, could cause them to weaken the muscles and contract it, and further leads to joint deformities and make their life even more crippled. So I would state that the disabled people have a double advantage, double disadvantage, or double handicapped during this pandemic period. So APD is trying to enable, empower, as well as equip them to combat this pandemic period with all your support. So first we started that, next slide please. So first we started with finding out the need. So we understand that the need is, particularly the last mile, is a survival kit. So we provided dry ration, hygiene, as well as nutrition kit. Particularly our focus were in 16 districts near to North Karnataka. 5,000 kits has been distributed. 1,000 tons of groceries to the last mile is distributed, and 5,000 PWDs were impacted, with 20,000 family member impacted by this initiative. And we received a total fund of 90 lakhs, and we are thankful to APPI, ABB, NCPEDP, Motivation India, Cognizant, and Star Supermarket to support this initiative. Next slide, please. So as a service providing organization, we have to resume our functions at the earliest. So we developed standard operating procedures for reopening and for service provisions at the institutional as well as at the community level. And we also developed an organizational prepared checklist to combat this pandemic so that we could able to start safely at the point of staff as well as the community. Next slide, please. We have collaborated with Selco Foundation and developed a toolkit for institutions. And further, the same has been translated in Kannada by Sri Belur Sudarshan, who is an advisor to Chief Minister of Karnataka e-governance. And the material has been distributed by Government of Karnataka with the help of Mr. Basavaraj. Next slide, please. And we also fortunate enough to be part of the drafting committee to the ICMR National COVID Task Force, where we could jointly able to develop a guidance document for health system response for persons with disabilities, which is actually being circulated at the national level. Next slide, please. So we all know that face-to-face service delivery is becoming challenging nowadays. Hence, APD have taken a stance that we need to develop more digital knowledge repository materials such as educational worksheets, patient handouts for different clinical conditions, flip charts. We developed more than 360 plus activities for early intervention. And we also developed a caregiver diary and therapy videos. More than 100 videos in physiotherapy, occupational therapy, and speech therapy services were developed. And also we developed audio visuals on training PPTs, teaching materials, and COVID awareness, and as well as prevention of secondary complications in people with disabilities were developed during the process. Next slide, please. We also conducted 25 webinars impacting more than 5,000 people in different domains such as early intervention, rehabilitation, livelihood, spinal cord injury rehabilitation, and then research and rehab and disability, and assistive and adaptive technology unit. So again, it is still ongoing. So during this pandemic, as I mentioned, face-to-face services are becoming a difficulty. So we developed some new models were introduced. Like for example, in livelihood, we introduced community-based vocational training, which is a virtual training of NGOs as well as youth with disabilities and livelihood domain. And we also come out with energy-based livelihood opportunities, which is a rural entrepreneur models. We created 25 severely disabled wheelchair-dependent beneficiaries has been impacted by this program. And early intervention and inclusive education is trying to make parents and volunteers as therapists and teachers for service delivery. And spinal rehabilitation unit have introduced telemedicine and tele-rehabilitation for NGOs as well as spinal cord injury beneficiaries and their caregivers in collaboration with Indian Spinal Cord Injury Center, New Delhi. Our CMHP program, Community Mental Health Program, delivered the necessary drugs as well as counseling services to the mentally challenged at the last mile in collaboration with NIMANS. Our policy advocacy unit representing to CEO, DDWO, ensuring health, medicine, ration, and pension and job cards through RPWD task force as well as South Indian Disability Law Unit. These are some of the new service delivery models which we developed. Apart from that, we also focused on research. We conducted a large-scale research with 1,440 spinal injury beneficiaries, where we would like to understand the need-based analysis in this population to understand the gaps which are existing in this unique population. And secondly, we also done a fact-finding study to understand the impact of COVID in PWDs and children with special needs in 6 districts to understand the gaps in the community, which is facilitated by APD and further executed by people with a disability at the last mile. Next slide, please. As we know, need is the mother of invention, and whatever we consume, we believe that we can achieve it. And we know that there are a lot of gaps at the last mile, particularly in terms of innovations. And when I talk about people with disability, so we have, in collaboration with the Titan, Bosch, and Silco Foundation, as well as in ABB, we come out with different innovative ideas such as smart wheelchairs and postural supporting devices and so on. Next slide, please. So some of the models I have just put up over here. So we are developing a patient hoister system for lifting, because we know that now, because of social isolation, we cannot even, when a person with severe disability, 2 or 3 people coming together and lifting a patient is a big challenge. So with the help of Bosch, we are developing a patient hoister lifting system. And there are one which you see in the right side is a postural supporting system for seating solution. When people are idly sitting for a long time, they are prone to get spinal deformities and pain. So we are developing a postural supporting system for all seating solutions with the help of Titan. The one which you see in the bottom is a mobile rehabilitation van, which we already submitted a proposal and almost it is finalized. With the help of ABB, we will be able to launch it very soon, which is a one-stop solution to meet the holistic need of PWDs at the last mile. We also introduced a manual foot operating hand sanitizer dispenser, which is an idea which has been created by people with disability and also manufactured by a PWD working in APD AAT unit. More than 200 units has been delivered across Karnataka with this new initiative. Next slide, please. As we all know that whenever we want to give an orthotics or a prosthetic to a person in the last mile, you need to do measurement and you need to conduct camps. However, those two are challenging in this point of time. So APD developed a remote measurement toolkit for orthotic and prosthetic services with the different diagrams in place, as well as in video operated measurements. And during this pandemic period, within a short period of time, more than 350 products has been supplied to the last mile. Orthotics and prosthetic products are supplied. Next slide, please. So whatever we have done is very small, because like you see that the need in the community is very huge. Alone we can do only so little. Together we can do so much. But here I can actually hand over the floor to Mr. Nakina. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thanks to Janardhan, thanks to Seema, Dr. Sil. The wonderful insight. I guess it will be definitely leading to esteemed donors with assurance that we are continuing legacy. We are continuing all the services that are provided, and in spite of this pandemic, we are definitely hope that we are able to support people with disabilities. Thank you so much. Now, I just want to give some few comments as a summary from all of this. If you see that we are definitely working on a cycle approach. That's something, that's been a cornerstone of PD. So our main goal is to empower people with disabilities, come back to mainstreaming, have livelihood, be independent. That's something we are constantly doing. And we are also embarking on or continuing our journey about how well we engage all of your stakeholders. It could be our esteemed community, the beneficiaries, employees, our partners, and alumni, and also government mechanism, missionary. Like we have a lot of support coming in various forms. And we also have good support from our disability Mr. Taraju also. And we will be collaborative with our donor community, how best we can together to serve people with disabilities. I request all the people, all donors, come and visit our campus, see for yourself what is happening here. Seeing is always believing. And with respect to pandemic, we are taking all the questions, we are taking all the safety questions. So
tell her I'm on a webinar. I'm listening to a webinar. I'll ring her back.
Hello? He's listening to webinar.
Yeah, so we are
APD webinar.
For the precautions.
Same to you.
We are certainly taking all the precautions. And kind visit campus, you're assured we are all coming to office every day out. We are coming to office. We are taking all the precautions, temperature checking, sanitary, safety, hygiene, and maintaining our physical distancing office also. And please do visit, please do support and encourage us, see for yourself what is happening. And I also want to say that our horticulture is very close to our founder, madam. We do see that number for not being very encouraging due to this pandemic. And what we have done is we have ported onboarded HT product onto both Flipkart as Amazon. So you would have any depth of buying of this fact. We did not without campuses. It's good to visit your campus. You can see much variety. However, if you have a challenge to go out and buy those things, it's now available in Flipkart and Amazon. With those few remarks, I will open the door for any questions. Anybody wants to say anything, and Mr. Jacob want to add any points? You kindly that. Are there any questions, any comments from the esteemed donors on this call? We can definitely, Ishwar, do you want to say anything, Mr. Ishwar? Christy, Basaraj sir, do you want to say anything about Chinnappa sir?
Congrats, Nakina and the entire team. It was good to listen, particularly to the the work after COVID and what has happened. I had a curiosity to know whether the fact-finding report can be shared on the COVID situation and the persons with disabilities.
Sure. We can do that. We can do that.
Okay, thank you. I mean, anything, can you elaborate a little bit, a few points on how exactly it has impacted people with disabilities from a percentage perspective, not specific, not anecdotes, but what has been the major research fact-finding? If you can just say that, it will be good. 2-3 lines.
Surely. Yeah.
Good morning, Ms. Christie. This is Senthil here. So this study was conducted by Babu and team, and as you know that we have an RPD task force, which is actually particularly in the 6 districts of North Karnataka. The study was done, and what I understand is we can share you the report in detail. What we understand is particularly like at this point of time they are facing difficulty in terms of getting survival kits, and some of the time where when particularly government schemes and other things are denied is what we understand. Other than that, they also find it difficult in terms of moving around, and some of them are facing difficulties in terms of assistive devices which are not in place, and service provisions are also impaired. So particularly, it's more towards survival needs is what I understand from Babu's report. I will get back from Babu, and then if it is completed, we will.
Thank you. Chinnappa sir,
can you hear?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Oh, that's great, because I'm totally new to all this, and I don't even know which buttons to press. I'm scared of pressing and getting off. But however, what I was interested in is you're doing a fantastic amount of work. Congratulations. And you seem to be getting the kind of recognition that I can only say you always deserve. APD has always deserved and got it. But one question which I've been thinking of really is, of the number of employees that we have, how many of them are really physically, in some way or the other, disabled? I just want in my mind, because when you talk to people for donors and all that kind of thing, the other is, and you probably know, one of the biggest problem is to reach the individual donors and appeal to their hearts. Are we doing enough for that? Because I'm not in daily touch, and unfortunately, because I'm almost totally immobile, I've not come to APD for a long time, but I will make it up, and COVID has not helped. But I'm just interested in these two things. And one more really is, I seem to remember in the beginning when I was fiddling, you said about moving outside Karnataka. I mean, I've always felt, for what it is worth, that we have to cover Karnataka, and you're doing it really well. I think you've now got 16 districts, I think. And it's absolutely wonderful. And the new initiative of Senthil, or Senthil of the whole team anyway, regarding the mobile unit is also very good. So all I can really do is congratulations. And if any of you can reply some of these questions, not necessarily now, but just in due course sometime, even a conversation will do. Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much. Yeah, I just want to say on the question that said, we do have a internal target for what percent employees should be from PW community, and what percent of employees should be gender specific, male, female. So we do have internal targets. We set ourselves against every, and we always make sure that our internal goals are above the internal. It's not about meeting the internal goals, but we are above the internal goals with respect to number of people from PWs and number of women we are doing. That is something constantly. Just yesterday had a review, even in that thing also we have those numbers. So we are continuously on to that. Okay, that's something whole organization people with disabilities actually we need to feel and touch and delivery through them also. So yes, they are very much focused on that. Thank you.
Sorry, I'll add one small question. I also saw that we now have a disability law unit or something. I mean, does that mean that we are going to take a frontline role in many things?
Yeah, our advocacy team is constantly. Go ahead.
With the help of NCPDP, we have actually started a disability law unit last year, covering the five states of southern India, like Kerala, Karnataka, Andhra, Tamil Nadu, and so.
Oh boy!
5 places we have been covering, and particularly like we also get a lot of if there is a right-based issue which is coming up in any of these 5 districts, people are approaching us to help them out in terms of rectifying those. So that's how we have been doing, sir.
So that means we are in future taking a front line and a high-profile thing rather than behind, because we used to always initiative others and help everybody to take it, but anyway we are doing it directly ourselves, which I think, and good luck to you, and that you're doing it in 5 states. It's even more wonderful in its own way. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
At the same time, we promote disability champions community, sir. Identify suitable disabled denial of rights. So we create champions also on disability rights.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Nakina, can I have a word?
I would love to hear Basavaraju's contribution, because he's
sure.
Probably with the feet on both boats. He's probably much more experienced and than anyway people like me. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Congratulations, Nakina and team. Wonderful, contribution. As I always tell that government recognizes the contribution of APD for the state as a whole, and of late you have been in multiple committees, and certainly, yes. Like your contribution in North Karnataka and in the area of spinal cord injury and in the area of early intervention and education is really government appreciates and recognizes. And a lot of models that APD has developed, the government is trying to promote it in a multiple way. I'm sure in this kind of a situation, a lot has to happen. And my only request is we'll continue to reach out to last mile, because the last mile is always a huge challenge. Because it's not that we do not have the resources, it's just that convergence and the coordination is a huge challenge. Therefore, my request is if there is a way in which we can list down certain specific needs, being it pension, being it mobility aids or medicines, if such list can come, and if my office can really coordinate and work with your team so that we can reach out to people. So that is at a very shorter period. But I also would request to come up with what kind of a long-term changes, particularly policy changes and the institutional mechanism that need to be developed so that this kind of program will continue to grow in the state and will continue to impact more people. We should do more and more in the days to come. And congratulations once again. It's a great job, and best wishes. I think we all need to work together to reach out to the last person. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you, everybody, for all your support and blessings here.
Thank you,
Nakin, just shall I add a few points? Nakin?
Yeah.
This is Hiremat. Okay. Hello.
Yeah, please go ahead. Please go ahead.
Yeah. Just sorry. I mean, as Christy was raising a question of this COVID-19, the situation, how people with disability are able to cope up with that. As Mr. Sandhir is already informed about, he gave an information on that. But however, I just want to acknowledge, and while this 2-3 months of last from March, people are finding difficulty for particularly getting the psychiatric medicines and also the medical kits for personal spinal cord injury and pension, as disabled officers told. And all this in the process, we also played a role with disability groups, and they were able to raise their voices, and that has reached. And I should acknowledge now that the Disability Commissioner Office also helped us in getting that particularly for CMSV medicines and also the medical kits for personal spinal cord injury. And during this time, that was stuck for actually first 2 months, and then later from the first week of June and in the middle, we were able to access that because we prepared a disabled group, as well as the Disabled Commissioner is connected that to the district health officers, and we were able to break those, and we were able to bring the way forward for the people with disability. But however, the pension still is pending. Maybe that is now under the Disabled Commission Officer, and also APD task force group is working on it. It is what just update, just one thought. Do it.
Thank you, Hiremat. Thank you for your inputs.
Yeah.
We are about 2 minutes from the promise of 1 hour duration. I just want to check if there are any questions, any sessions, anything that we need to discuss. Otherwise.
Mr. Nakina and the APD team, I'd love to thank you for everything. I know there's not enough time, but I shall definitely keep in touch and maybe visit at an appropriate time. Thank you for this.
Yeah, please do. Please visit us. We'll be very happy to know you. Please do. Thank you for your engagement. Thank you for all your email. Also.
But best of luck. Best of luck in the future. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, gentlemen and ladies. Bye.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Chinappa, hope wish you good health, Chinappa. Take care of yourself. I want to wish everyone happy birthday. Please do take care of yourself, everyone. So keep yourself away from this pandemic. Take good of yourself. Your
Well, I used to work in disability. Now I'm disabled and find it difficult to continue. But let us see. Okay. Thank you for your help.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you,
Thank
everyone.
you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Hi. Stay safe, everybody. Please
Yeah.
take
Yeah.
care. Bye-bye.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you.
Ishwar?
I just wanted to say thank you and good job and keep it up. All the best.
Okay. Thank you very much, sir.
Yeah,
Thank
we
you.
will continue to improve on this.
Thank you.
We will continue to improve. Yeah. Thanks, everybody. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, Basara,
Thanks.
sir.
Bye.
Everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you. Thanks, everyone. Thank you, Jacob, for your guidance. You